Welcome to Mischief Wargaming. I'm John, and this is Star Trek Alliance. This is the finale of the Dominion War campaign set. Our captains, Jetakka and Evelyn Vega, used the data Starfleet has gathered and have launched a preemptive strike on a Dominion shipyard. However, once our ships arrive, they realise it was a trap, as the Dominion have set up weapons platforms and a Jem'Hadar approach. The mission is to survive until a break in Dominion's lines is found, then escape. Until then, cause as much damage to Dominion weapon platforms as possible. Captain Vega's Akira class is set up exactly the same as last game, with quantum torpedoes and a commander. The USS Yeoh is looking to bring its firepower to bear on the Dominion forces, but may be a little fragile with so few shields. Unlike Captain Lascelles' new ship, the USS Gooding, an Intrepid class. A major upgrade from her previous Excelsior, the Gooding is very fast, has tougher shields, and has more firepower. The ship is equipped with photon torpedoes, and has a science officer on board, and has a detection grid. With the board set up, it becomes clear that our captains have walked into a trap. Instead of a supply depot, they find a series of Dominion weapon platforms waiting for them. Before being able to turn around and come up with a new plan, warp signatures have been detected as the Jem'Hadar strike. The game begins with two Jem'Hadar ships and Alpha arriving from different headings, surrounding the Starfleet ships. The first attack ship pushes forward. Going on battle stations. The second banks to the right. Also going on battle stations. The Yeoh banks left, using their commander to gain an evade and a battle stations token. The Jem'Hadar Alpha banks left, but is too far to engage, so begins scanning. Captain Lascelles now has higher captain skill, and activates last, banking right and using the ship's science officer to add 2 scan tokens. The USS Gooding goes on the attack as they open fire on the nearest weapon platform. The improved firepower compared to a previous ship causes 4 damage, bringing a platform to half hull. The USS Yeoh fires at the platform, causing enough damage to destroy the platform. The Jem'Hadar ship fires on the Akira class, though after both sides use their tokens, the shot does nothing. The platforms fire at the closest Starfleet ship in range, which leads to the first platform bringing the Yeoh to half shields. The second knocks out the rest of the shields and causes some hull damage. Turn 2 begins with the Jem'Hadar ships moving forward, both going on battle stations. The Yeoh pushes ahead at speed, using their commander. The Jem'Hadar Alpha goes to move forward, but has to swerve to avoid a collision. The Gooding turns to the left, gaining an evade token. The move allows the Intrepid class to open fire on a weapons platform, bringing it to under half hull. The Jem'Hadar fires on the Gooding, but they use their evade token to avoid taking any damage. The weapon platforms begin firing as they attack the Gooding. The first knocks half of the ship's shields down. But the second is unable to hit the Intrepid. The third turn starts with the first Jem'Hadar ship needing to swerve to avoid a collision. The second moves in, going on battle stations. The Yeoh performs a K-turn, going on auxiliary power. The Jem'Hadar Alpha turns left, going on battle stations. The Gooding turns right, going on evasive manoeuvres. There isn't a lot of shooting this turn. The Yeoh opens fire on the damaged weapon platform, finishing it off. And an attack ship fires on the USS Gooding. The Dominion ship is unable to hit such a fast ship. Turn 4 sees one of the attack ships performing a K-turn. While the other banks to the left. Going on battle stations. The Yeoh moves up slowly to go off of auxiliary power and uses their commander to add tokens. The Alpha banks to the left, going on battle stations. Lastly, the Gooding turns to the right, using their science officer. The Alpha opens fire on the Akira class, but the Yeoh is able to evade the incoming fire. The ship in turn fires at the nearby attack ship, removing their shields and damaging their hull. It's turn 5 and a Jem'Hadar Beta joins the ambush, replacing the most damaged attack ship. Additionally, its arrival means a hole has opened up in the Dominion's lines, and the board edge it arrived from is now where Starfleet ships need to escape from. After the only non-elite attack ship moves, the Yeoh banks left. Getting a target lock on the Dominion ship. The Alpha needs to swerve to avoid a collision, banking away. The newly arrived Beta moves up, immediately going on battle stations. The USS Gooding turns right, getting their own target lock, but this time on the Beta. They then launch photon torpedoes at the Elite, knocking the Dominion ship's shields offline. The Beta opens fire on the damaged Akira, further damaging the Yeoh. Captain Vega ignores this though, as she orders a spread of quantum torpedoes at the non-elite attack ship. The torpedoes knock the shields offline and causes 2 critical hits, one of which is a direct hit which causes enough damage to destroy the attack ship in one shot. With a clear objective in sight, the Yeoh pushes forward as fast as they can, using their commander. The Alpha performs a K-turn. The USS Gooding banks left, using their science officer. The Beta opens fire on the Yeoh, but they are able to evade the shot using the evade token given to them by the commander. The Yeoh speed as fast as they can, using their commander. The Alpha speeds up. Going on battle stations. The Beta is able to perform a K-turn. And the Gooding makes use of the Intrepid's ridiculous speed as they move as fast as possible towards the port edge, using their action to reactivate their photon torpedoes. There isn't much point though, as turn 8 sees the Yeoh escaping the trap. The Alpha and the Beta are just not in position to stop the Gooding from also escaping, meaning Starfleet has thwarted the Dominion ambush, winning the game. After the game, both captains earn free experience, 1 for both ships escaping, and 2 more for destroying 2 of the weapon platforms. Captain Lascelles uses the XP to increase her crew, weapon and tech levels. The Intrepid is such a huge upgrade over the Excelsior, sacrificing some manoeuvrability and firing arc for increased firepower, shields and much greater top speed. Captain Vega uses her experience to increase her tech level to 2, and uses the last to work on her captain skill. The Akira has been a solid workhorse ship throughout the campaign, and I just haven't felt the pressure to upgrade her ship as much as I did for Captain Lascelles in her Excelsior. The Dominion were somewhat unlucky with the bearings for the opening wave. They were far away from the Starfleet ships, who stayed away from 2 of the weapon platforms. The mission was purely about survival and escaping, not necessarily engaging the Dominion forces. Still, the weapon platforms would have proven troublesome if they were able to take shots at the ships all game, so needed to be targeted. And with that, Starfleet win the first part of the Dominion War campaign. I intend on continuing the campaign with part 2 after a short break. I need to print some new ships after all. Part 2 will feature the Klingons, but Captains Vega and Lascelles will return, making the games much larger than this part. Starfleet may have held the Dominion off for now, but they need allies if they want to stop the Gamma Quadrant invasion. And that was Star Trek Alliance. I've thoroughly enjoyed this campaign, and I look forward to escalating things in future. The next video is more Fallout Factions, before going for something a bit different. But for now, if there's any other games that you'd like to see me try out, let me know in the comments below. Until next time, thank you very much for watching. Take care.